Hello there, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Ideal World for Boxing Day. I really do appreciate your time. This is a great show to tune in for as well, because you've now got the opportunity to start planning 2015. And on one of the cruises that we're talking about today, we're even talking about 2016. So you've got an entire year to get ready for it. And you'll want to save up for that one, because that's almost an entire month of travelling. It's a dream holiday for the vast majority of us. I'll pick three just to get your taste buds going. So if you're thinking, oh, I might go on holiday, Princess Cruises, one of my favourite lines. In fact, I proposed to my wife on Princess Cruises. You can get this trip to one of my favourite places on the planet. It's the fjords. You go in the summer, and today you only put a £50 deposit down, so you can be looking forward to that. One of my very first lines was Carnival Cruises, and they're one of the biggest lines in the world today. They've got a brilliant deal lined up for you. This is a great deal. Why? Because 2 nights in New York, 2 nights in Miami, 7 nights around the Caribbean. You really cannot go wrong. And my sister's favourite cruise line, and she was also at sea for many, many years. She was a dancer on the cruise ships. She loves Celebrity. This is a brand new itinerary lined up for you. They're taking you for 12 nights to Iceland. I think you will love it. Come on, let me introduce our expert today. This is Gemma. Gemma, great to see you. Let me lean over and grab a kiss. Happy Boxing Day, love.
Happy Boxing Day.
Hope you had a great Christmas.
I've had an absolutely lovely Christmas, but now that it's over, I think like a lot of people, my thoughts are turning to maybe getting away.
Well, they're saying
in a little bit of sunshine.
Yeah, today, you can't guarantee it, obviously. We hear all these things, but they reckon it could get snow today, especially here in the East Midlands. We may get snow. So what better to be thinking of than the sunshine?
Really nice, because Christmas is so exciting, and then we're going into that period where everything gets a little bit boring, so nice to have something to look forward to.
Let's do it. Should we start our first cruise?
Yes, absolutely.
We're sailing first with Thompson Cruises.
We are sailing with Thompson, so always a firm favourite. And with this cruise, you could be away in January. So literally just around the corner if you get going and book. And the nice thing about this is that you start off with flying off to sunny Tenerife as well.
Oh,
so
the Canaries.
I know. So lovely to go and get a little bit of that sunshine.
Well, it's 14 days on the cruise. You've got an additional 7 days in Tenerife if you want it. But before we tell you what the deal is, let's have an opportunity to see what you could be enjoying.
With its uniquely British product, small, intimate ships, a great range of cruise and stay options, all tips included, an unrivaled number of regional airports you can fly from, plus a generous baggage allowance, it's little wonder that Thompson Cruises is turning heads. They boast one of the highest levels of repeat passengers in the industry, and after 6 years working for them, I can tell you why. They are without doubt the friendliest ships afloat. Some friends of mine who cruise a lot always pack 2 sizes of clothing. One for the start of the cruise, thank you, and one for the end. And once you've tasted the food on board, you'll understand why. It's international cuisine with a British twist. And with open sitting as standard, you won't need to rush trying to keep to the ship's schedule. You can set the pace and enjoy up to 7 meals a day. Trust me, it's possible. Whether it's a freshly poured pint in a nightclub or sipping a cocktail of the day poolside, each of the bars on board Thompson ships enjoys a unique and special personality. With honest low prices, juggling waiters and service with a smile, you're never more than 2 minutes walk away from a refreshing aperitif. The Thompson Cruises has some of the best entertainment afloat. In a 2-week cruise, you'll see no fewer than 10 full production shows and some great comedy from award-winning UK guest artists. Add to that fantastic interactive game shows, cabarets, and all singing, all dancing deck parties, and you really won't want to go back to your cabin. There is lots and lots of choice with the accommodation on board Thompson ships, from insides through to stunning suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-downs a day. The only surprise you're going to encounter is what your hand towel will be transformed into when you return every night. My favourite was always the monkey with the sunglasses.
Can't go wrong, can you? The monkey with the sunglasses.
He gets all the best jobs, though, doesn't he? He gets to go out on all the ships and tell you all about it. That's really great. So, should we talk about where we're going?
Absolutely, and you know, the price on this is absolutely amazing, because we are going to sunny Tenerife, and we've got all those lovely nights on that beautiful ship, and then a hotel stay at the end as well. So this is the itinerary. Off we go, fly to Tenerife, and then you get onto your ship and sail to beautiful Gran Canaria. So you'll be sailing into this very popular Canary Island, which is obviously famous for its soft sand beaches. It's where the sun worshippers flock to, and you know, you really can hopefully expect some lovely weather, because Gran Canaria has just 10 days of rain each year. So that's a
10
10
days
a year. And, you know, the average annual temperature is 69 degrees, very pleasant indeed. Now, Las Palmas has got a very sort of Spanish feel and a very rich history as well. So if the beach thing isn't your thing, there's lots to do and see in terms of sightseeing. And do make sure you see the Maspalomas dunes as well. Really stunning. Then on day 3, we're going to sail into Santa Cruz in La Palma, and a lovely port for just ambling through the winding cobbled streets and having a look at the beautiful shops and watching the world go by. And then on day 4, you're going to sail into lush, green, beautiful Funchal in Madeira, which is very famous for its sort of climate. It's extremely temperate, and so you get these beautiful gardens and flowers, and they actually have the botanical gardens that are well worth a visit. Also, you could go up the famous cable car and get some great views as well. You can see here the kind of scenery that you can expect in Madeira, and it's really beautiful. And do go and see the Ribeira Brava as well, which is the wild river that flows through it. Then you've got a nice day at sea on day 5, just to relax and enjoy everything on board the ship. And then day 6, we sail into Agadir in Morocco. So really nice. You should definitely go and see the souk, all the hustle and bustle, do a little bit of haggling, never accept the first price. But again, if you just want to just lie on the beach all day, you've got these wonderful sandy beaches that you can see, a lovely seafront promenade as well, just to enjoy that. Day 7, more of that kind of action, because you're sailing into Lanzarote, where you've got these amazing black sand beaches. Many of you will probably have been on holiday there before. So much to do and see. Check out the camels. And then on day 8, you're going to transfer from the port to a hotel in Tenerife and have a 7-night stay on a half-board basis, which again, Paul, if you look at the price of this, you think what you're getting, a week in a hotel, half-board, and a week cruising. It's pretty good value, isn't it? And, you know, now you've got a real lovely bit of time to enjoy Tenerife, which is great because you can go to La Laguna, you can go and see the pyramids of Guima. What you're looking at there is the really fun aqua park as well. Absolutely great fun. See a bit of sea life too. So yeah, and just top up your tan and feel very smug about the fact that you're not here in possibly the snow or the rain in January. I can't think of anything nicer.
Yeah, it's tremendous value for money. We're talking over
really good
£400 off the catalogue price.
Yeah.
That works out at less than £45 per person per night. Come on,
that's
you can go to a little hotel in the UK for that sort of money. You don't expect to get entertainment, you don't expect to get all your food, you don't expect to get all that sunshine.
That's it, and as Keith showed you, you're going to eat so well on board as well. And of course, Tenerife, famous for all that beautiful fish, lovely wine. You're going to have a fabulous time, and then you're going to fly back to the UK on day 15.
Oh, perfect. Take advantage of it. What a lovely little itinerary. Let's have a look at the ship itself, because this is going to be your home for a week.
Yeah, it is, and I think that's the nice thing about cruising as well, is you get to visit all those places, but you've got always the ship to come back to on the cruise part of the stay. You know, that's your base. So it means that if you want to get off the ship and explore, you can, but by the same token, if you want to just stay and chill out and go to the spa or enjoy all the facilities, you've got everything you can possibly want. You'll never be bored.
Well, if you're looking at that going, I am interested in this, bear in mind over £400 saving on this.
Yeah.
Dates are available in January and February, so if you want to get away quickly, this is the ideal one for you. You can see what's included. In fact, for the first 10 bookings, if you're one of the first 10 people to pick up that phone right now, and it is an 0800 number, it's at the bottom of the screen, you can see it. The first 10 people that call will actually get a free Thompson Teddy. His name's Miles. You've got a free upgrade from inside cabins to the outside cabins if you're departing on the 13th or the 20th of Feb. Return flights are included, and that's Gatwick, Luton and Bristol on this particular one. If there are anything that you want that you haven't seen or heard, then again, call the team. Just pick up the phone. It's free. Talk to them. 0800 781 5458. Now, here's your prices. You can see that great deals. We have got some balconies sold out already. It's hardly surprising. You can see that's in January. We've got all the balconies available for you in February. So write down that phone number, call the guys, have a chat with them on the team, and don't forget, you are going to go, you're going to pay for an inside price, but you're going to get upgraded to the outside. These are the local airports that we can organise for you, everything from Aberdeen right through to Norwich. So just pick up that phone and talk to the guys. That's the beauty of this. We've got 6 big cruises lined up for you. One of them is absolutely huge. And when you think that all of this is literally at your fingertips, it's just a phone call. 0800 781 5458 and talk to the guys. Now, let's take an opportunity right now. A quick one-liner for you. I've got coming your way a brilliant cruise from Princess Cruises in the fjords, 7 nights, and it's such a great opportunity. You haven't got to worry about luggage because it's out of Southampton. You can take all the luggage you want to. That's coming up shortly. Let's take a moment right now to really give you an opportunity to get your taste buds going for P&O Cruises.
Right, so this is deal number 2 today that we have for you, and this ship is brand new. She's the newest addition to the P&O fleet, and she arrives in spring 2015, and she's going to be the largest of the P&O fleet at 141,000 tonnes, carrying 3,611 passengers. So many, I can't even say it. And the ship is going to feature lots of new innovations for the line. Single cabins with balconies, a really expansive spa area, a beautiful glasshouse bar, and a new forward-facing crow's nest bar. So, you know, you'll be sailing on the maiden season by booking with us today. Everything on the ship will be brand new. Marco Pierre White puts his name, as does Ollie Smith, the famous wine expert, to P&O Cruises. Now, Eric Lanyard is going to be on this voyage as well. He is a famous patisserie chef. So, you know, all of these guys have amazing reputations, and I think that shows you the standard of the food that you are going to be enjoying on this cruise. It's extremely exciting. Everything's new, even down to the bed linen. You'll be like the first person to get in these lovely beds and to use the pool and everything, and look how gleaming and modern it is going to look. This is really contemporary, beautiful ship with very, very, very high standards. So I really think you're going to feel like you're having a very luxurious time.
I'm confident you're going to love it. It's like taking a little piece of Britain away with you when you travel, because it is P&O, synonymous with the great UK. Ultimately, you're looking at deposit only on this deal. You're talking £100 and less per person per day. So it's so affordable. And bear in mind, that's not just your hotel price. This is your food. This is your entertainment. This is your travel. It's a brilliant, brilliant deal.
Absolutely. I mean, we always say tickets for shows. If you went to a West End show, it's like £50, £60 a night. And on board the ship, you can go every night to see something different. Right, so we are starting in Southampton, which is great, ladies, because it means you can pack as much as you want and no one's going to weigh your luggage. Hooray for that. So that's day 1, and then day 2, you're going to be at sea enjoying that beautiful ship. And then day 3, you're going to sail into La Rochelle in France, and you can see there the famous towers as you sail in. And the old port, the Vieux Port area, is really well worth walking around. It is guarded by those 3 old towers that you first saw, which you can actually climb up, and you can get great views overlooking the town. And then, you know, stroll into town, maybe go and sit in a cafe and have a little gelato or whatever. And if the weather's bad for any reason, they've got an amazing aquarium as well, so that would be something nice to do. Then day 4, you are sailing into Bilbao. Now, this is such an exciting destination, I think. Lots to do and see. You are in Spain, and you've got the very famous Bilbao museum, the Guggenheim, which you can see there is that odd-looking building, almost looks like a spaceship. And then you've got the amazing flower dog outside as well. Then on day 5, you are sailing into La Coruña. Quite an industrial city, but all the main sites are close by to the ship and in easy walking distance, which is really nice when you've only got a day there as well. So you can walk up to the tiny old town, which is really enchanting. You could get the historical tram, which will go all around the promenade to the castle and Hercules Lighthouse as well. Lots of shopping to do and nice eating and drinking. And then day 6, you're at sea, relaxing, and day 7, you sail into Guernsey, St. Peter Port, which is the principal town on the island of Guernsey. And Guernsey might be one of those places that you've lived in the UK all your life and never been to. It is absolutely beautiful, as you can see here. You've got this sort of lovely waterfront with grey and white stone buildings, beautiful cliffs. It's just really pretty. And of course, it's quite historic as well, because in the World War II, it was invaded and occupied by the Germans. So you've got museums that you can go and visit if you're interested in history. And then day 8, you sail back into Southampton after what I think has been a really lovely itinerary on a beautiful brand new ship.
I think, yeah, if you ever wonder what the big fuss is about cruising, get yourself on this. It's a lovely little itinerary, but you're going on the latest, the newest when it comes to cruising. You will see what the fuss is all about. You'll understand why people talk about the food being amazing, the entertainment being fantastic. You've got an opportunity here for deposit only today to get on a cruise that really, it's the latest, it's the best of the best.
Yeah.
We're talking less than £100 per person per day. It's
yeah,
great.
I know you'll know, Paul, as well, every time they bring out a new ship, they're always trying to sort of raise the standards, so it's going to be absolutely incredible.
Let me go through what's included, because you're probably thinking from, come on, £6.99, I can't be getting a lot. Well, you got free up to £260 of onboard spend included. You'll get that for free. You got that extra night at the Meon Valley if you want to for just £70. 7 nights on board P&O Cruise. It's the brand new Britannia. I think you're going to absolutely love it. Now, let's just run through the prices for you. Again, you've got dates available in May, August and September, and you can see from as little as £799 in May, as little as £699 if you decide to go in September. And it's just a phone call away, 0800 781 5458. Now, don't forget, I did mention a little earlier the Thompson Cruise, so if you still think I might go, there's that Thompson Cruise from as little as £45 per person tonight. I do not want anyone missing out on that, saying, oh, I couldn't afford a cruise. I think you could. Less than £50, less than £45 per person tonight. You really can't go wrong. But let's move on now to the Caribbean Princess from Princess Cruises. They're fantastic.
Yeah, they are very, very popular cruise line. They get a really high amount of returning passengers, which always says a lot. And we are off to the Norwegian fjords, which if you haven't been before, it's all about breathtaking scenery. So this is how it's going to go. Day one, you're going to be in Southampton, and you are going to board this beautiful ship. Should you have a look? Here it is. So this is the Caribbean Princess, which holds 3,600 passengers, and she's absolutely stunning. She's slightly larger than the other Grand Class ships, such as Star Princess, Golden Princess and Grand Princess, and she's got the Riviera deck on board as well, and just unbelievable cuisine again. I know we keep saying this almost like about every cruise line, but it's true. All the cruise lines now, the food is just unreal. You'll have some incredible meals, and also depending on what your kind of taste is, you can just go very casual and have pizzas and sandwiches, or go real fine dining. Amazing entertainment. Paul's touched on that briefly this evening, today, and the entertainment on board Princess really is first class. You are never going to, have nothing to do. You would be crazy, because there is, the disco, you've got the casino, you've got areas where you can just go and relax and read a book and find some quiet. And I think it's important to say that as well. You don't have to always be in the hurly-burly. If you want to just have like a quiet one, there's plenty of space to do that.
Sometimes I've heard, because I was 18 years on cruise ships, people say, oh, it's all organised for you. Now, it's all organised, and you have the opportunity to do as much or as little as you want. Come on, let's take an opportunity to see this itinerary.
OK, yes, so we are setting sail from Southampton. You've got a nice day at sea to get your, get your bearings on board the ship. And then on day 3, we are sailing into Stavanger. Now, all of these ports, as I say, it's all about getting away from it all. And, since the days of the Vikings, Stavanger's fate has been sort of tied to the sea. It's really beautiful. It's Norway's 4th most popular city, but it won't seem like a sort of bustling metropolis at all. You've got the harbour area, really easily walkable, and you'll see these small white cottages. Look at the kind of scenery you'll be witnessing. This is a phones off, chill out, get away from it all, very humbling kind of trip, because you will just rejuvenate yourself. The fresh air and these beautiful fjords and waterfalls and stunning countryside and ancient cathedrals. So after Stavanger, you are sailing into a place called Skjolden, which is really off the beaten track. I mean, look at this. I mean, this kind of says more than I could ever say. Just these high forested mountains. Just even set your alarm early and watch as you sail in, because just sailing into these ports will be an experience. Tiny little churches, you'll see little sprawling villages, glaciers, scenic drives, waterfalls. The nice thing is there's not lots to do. The fact is you'll want to walk and just take it all in, take some beautiful photographs, and like I say, feel miles away from home in a really good
sometimes
way.
when people hear the words fjords, they think it's going to be freezing cold and snow-capped, but
not
it's
at
actually
this time of
it's
year.
in summer. It's
yeah,
lovely.
it's beautiful weather. And then on day 5, you're going to sail into Oldham, which is best known for its proximity to a huge glacier called the Brigstall Glacier, and it's really one of the most accessible in the world. It's the second largest in Europe, and you'll get, definitely there'll be excursions if you want to do them, which we at Planet Cruise can obviously sort out for you as well. Really, honestly, you'll get 60% off pretty much. We do such discounted excursions. You can go and visit the national park, do go and visit the famous glacier as well, and again, just drink in the scenery. Then we are going to go to Bergen, which is known as the gateway to the fjords. It's absolutely beautiful. The people are so friendly. The Gulf Stream really softens the weather here. There's so much history. You've got the city streets with centuries-old churches and quaint little shops, and you can see how pretty it is. And you'll have nearly endless hours of summer sunlight as well, which is quite interesting about this part of the world. So, day 7 you're back at sea, and day 8 you will arrive back in Southampton, and I would imagine you'll be feeling extremely relaxed and rejuvenated.
You've seen the itinerary, you've got a great idea of where you're going, but let's have a look at your home. Let's have a look at your hotel.
Yes, it's because it really is. I mean, they're like floating cities these days. And, you know, on board Princess as well, if you are with children, they will be so well catered to and looked after. If you're going just with a group of adults or just with your partner or on your own, there's plenty of places where you can get away from everybody and just relax. The spa, the food. They're very famous as well for their movies under the stars, where you can just watch a movie with a blanket. You are going to have the time of your life, the entertainment, and as I say, all the different areas. You know, you're not away for that long. You will have something different to do and see, and somewhere different to eat pretty much every single meal, every single day. Those are the movies under the stars that I was talking about as well, which they're really well known for at Princess.
Let's go through what you get for your money. Now, when you book, you'll get onboard spend for free, up to $425 worth. It depends, you know, whether sort of stateroom you go for. And then you've got a special offer, low deposit. Today, if you book this today, £50. That's where you're going to put, £50 deposit per person. And then your itineraries, they might just differ slightly. It's only slightly. You might just go down a slightly different fjord, depending on your departure date. Bear that in mind. Now, there's easy ways to stay in touch with Planet Cruise. You might want to write some of these down, or if you've got your laptop or your computer handy, you might want to put these in and bookmark them so you can always get back very, very easily. Let's go through these so you can stay in touch. First of all, you can sign up for the newsletter, and I recommend that you do that because it's so easy to forget, oh, I forgot the shows are on this day, I forgot the shows on that day, and you miss it. They can always remind you of the deals. You can also call the team, 0800 781 5458, and ask for a free copy of the brochure. And, of course, you can always go to their website. That's planetcruise.co.uk. If you go to planetcruise.co.uk/TV, then the deals that we've got for you today will be listed. Bear in mind that it is such a great deal today, £50 deposit per person if you're going for this Princess Cruise trip. Now, I've got to mention this to you as well, because Planet Cruise recently won an award, and not just any old award, not just a piddly little award, the CLIA Best Online. Come on, look at these guys, they're having such a great time. They should do. It's the best award to get. Thousands of travel agents are included, and they've won. On a global market, they have won, and they were the best online cruise agency of the year. And that, I don't know about you, I think that's pretty impressive stuff. So well done, Planet Cruise.
Yeah, we're absolutely delighted with that. It is a really prestigious award within the travel industry. You know, anybody who knows anything about cruising will know we've done really well to get that. So we're very, very excited. High five!
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Another
Planet
reason
Cruise.
to celebrate. And, you know, the thing is, by booking with Planet Cruise, you are making a good choice because, you know, your holiday is totally protected, your money is totally protected, you know, Atoll and ABTA. But not only that, we've got 10 years of experience, and all the agents on the other end of the line, when you phone up our free phone number, they are so knowledgeable. You know, many of them will have worked on the cruise ships, they'll be able to advise you really well, and we can do bespoke holidays too. So if you see something you like and you think, well, that's not quite right for the dates, or I'm not sure about that bit, I'd like to change that, we'll sort it out for you. We can pretty much tailor-make any package.
So although we try to cover as much information as possible.
Absolutely. Well, we try and choose, well, we think this deal, this is really good. And a lot of the deals are totally exclusive to us as well. But yeah, Planet Cruise are the place to go to for cruises. They really are.
Obviously, you're watching us live. This is live right now. It's Boxing Day, and we're here at work for you, so we can prepare your holiday for 2015 or even 2016. You should see a little later in the show. 2 ways to call. There's the phone number at the bottom of the screen, or of course you can go to our website too. That's planetcruise.co.uk/TV. And these deals that we've got for you right now and more will be available to you online. You can see that Princess Cruise trip right now. You can watch the show even online. You can stay in touch on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course you can even use YouTube so you can actually watch some of the information that we will have shared with you throughout this. Well, we've only covered 3 deals so far. We're only about halfway through the show. We've got 3 lined up for you, and the last one, the 6th deal that we'll talk about today, is a mega cruise. It's almost a month holiday, almost a month, so stay with us for that. But our next one, I think this next one's brilliant, because not only you get 7 nights around the Caribbean, you're going to get 2 nights in New York and 2 nights in Miami.
Yeah.
So this is brought to us by, which cruise? This is Carnival.
Yeah, this is Carnival Cruises, and this is exactly what I was just talking about. This particular trip is exclusive to Planet Cruise, so we've kind of built this for your viewers and our customers, because we think it will be fantastic, because you will fly from London Heathrow to New York and transfer to a hotel for a 2-night stay in the Big Apple. Really nice way to get this holiday started. Of course, there is so much to do and see in New York City, that Central Park there. Wow. And what's so nice is it is quite easy to navigate by foot. Of course, it's all on the grid system, so much easier to negotiate than, say, London, for instance, or Manchester. It's really quite simple to get about. And from the beautiful park, you are near the shops of Fifth Avenue. Some great deals to be had there. And there are so many sites that you'll see where you'll think, oh, I've seen that in the movies. You know, the Times Square, the Broadway, obviously the Empire State Building, which we're looking at here, the Statue of Liberty. You could take a little ferry ride out there. So much culture as well, museums and art galleries. And then actually when I was there as well, I went and visited Ground Zero, which is just unbelievable. If you can find time to go and do that. Very moving. And yeah, just back to, again, you know, New York. Do your shopping, get some bargains, see the sights, famous Bloomingdale's, come out with your brown bags. It's all very exciting. And of course, you'll eat so well as well. And you can eat cheaply as well. Lots of little diners and places like that.
But that's just a little teaser, because we've
got
not 2 days in Miami as well.
Because then included in this price, we are going to fly you over to Miami, and then you get a couple of nights stay there as well. So talk about a nice contrast. Of course, Miami, totally different to New York. Famous for its beaches and for, you know, its kind of glamorous people, and of course you're quite near the Everglades as well, so you could go there and check out some crocodiles, or you could just stay around Ocean Drive. My mum always says when she went to Miami, she just lost time because she sat there people watching, and then suddenly she realised about 3 hours had passed by, and she was just like, it was just amazing, all the characters.
I'd be pretending I was CSI in Miami myself.
You'd have the white suit on, wouldn't you? You'd be Don Johnson.
The first time I went to Miami, that's exactly what it was. What was that called? Miami Vice. Miami Vice. It was Miami Vice when I went. Oh, that was years and years and years. I'm showing my age now, aren't I? The great thing about this is 2 nights in New York, 2 nights in Miami, and then, of course, you get to go on the ship itself. Exactly. One of my favourite lines, actually the very first cruise I went on, was Carnival Cruises. Let's have a look at the ship, because it's wonderful.
Carnival are really well known actually as well for being fun. A good fun. So if you're the kind of person that likes a bit of fun, and who doesn't, then this one could be with you. Great nightlife. So much going on board, and some really beautiful staterooms as well, and which really range in price and size as well, so everyone's kind of accommodated. But yeah, the entertainment really is second to none. Everybody will have their dancing shoes on, fabulous food as well though, and you know what, you're going to have the gym if you like your exercise. Fun. It is such a good love on board Carnival. It's a little bit of a younger cruise line. You get a real variety of ages. Not just great nightlife, though, as well. In the daytime, you've got some really nice swimming pools, you've got a 200-foot corkscrew water slide, and you've got an adults-only area as well. So if you want to sort of get away from families or whatever, you've got the Serenity deck where you can just go and chill your boots. Personally, I do like to find a bit of time within my holiday where I like to read books and just switch off and just have a bit of quiet.
By the pool, just
yeah,
chilling out.
absolutely. Or this is me as well. I'm up for a bit of that, bit of pampering, all the kind of things that you don't get time for in your day-to-day life. That's the corkscrew water slide I was talking about, and I probably would be on that as well.
Yeah.
The kids would be going, get out of the way. And you know, the service on board Carnival is second to none as well. It's got a really good ratio of staff to passengers. So, you know, you're not going to need for nothing. You're going to have a great time on board this ship, and you are off sailing to some really beautiful places as well.
This is the cruise line, really, that broke away from traditional cruising. This is the cruise line that brought in those curly-whirly slides into the water and started saying, how can we make it more fun, more exciting,
a bit more casual
interesting?
as well. It's a less formal cruise line.
That's exactly what they did, and that's why they become so famous. I always say they're like Las Vegas at sea. Let's see where you go, though, on this particular ship.
Right, so you've got day 6, you're at sea, and then day 7, you're sailing into Jamaica, into Falmouth. So you can imagine being on board as well, if you can afford to get a room with a balcony, sailing in on water like this. Can you imagine? Turquoise sea. Jamaica is so beautiful, and you might well just want to relax on the white beaches or go and visit the river falls that you can see here, or the market, or the lagoon. It's up to you. And then day 8, if it can get any more beautiful, you are going to sail to Grand Cayman. You're going to sail into Georgetown. Now, the Grand Cayman Islands are nestled in between, like, the Bahamas, and it's absolutely amazing. And famous for its 7 Mile Beach, which is exactly what it says on the tin. But, you know, it's the kind of water where when you stand in it, A, it feels like a sort of warm bath, but B, you'll be able to see all the little fish. Very famous for its stingrays as well, so you could organise a trip and go and see the stingrays, but also just maybe get a snorkel, even if you're not into scuba diving and stuff like that. If you can just manage to get a snorkel on, it's really worth it, actually, because you will see so many beautiful, colourful fish. So on the Cayman Islands as well, there is the famous turtle farm, if you're interested in that, and of course Stingray City. Day 9, you're going to be at sea. By now, you're going to have a wonderful tan. And then day 10, you sail into Miami, disembark, we'll transfer you to the airport, and you will fly home.
I wonder how many people are watching again. I want to be there, right? If it snows today, you know you're going to want to be there. Look at, I remember I said it's like Las Vegas at sea. You can see it. It is amazing.
Yeah, really, really good fun. And, you know, you're going on the 20th of January 2015. That's your lead date, so that is not very far away at all. This could be you, you know, in less than a month. Just when you're thinking, oh my goodness, Christmas is over, I've been on a diet for 3 weeks, I'm now bored.
Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about me. And now I just need some sunshine. So
Well,
this could be you.
This is an exclusive as well. You've got the 2 nights in New York, the 2 nights in Miami, they're all included for you. And of course, we'll also get that free upgrade from an inside to a balcony.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with this.
lovely,
Well, you can go wrong. If you don't pick up that phone and call the team, you're going wrong. Exclusive to Planet Cruise, free upgrade from inside to balcony, as I've just said. Return flights from London Heathrow. You've got other transfers are available too. Just call the team and talk to them about that. We can provide flights from most of the UK airports. And then, of course, you've got that 2 nights in New York and those 2 nights in Miami Beach as well. What a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Those are your dates, 20th and 29th of January, and you can see it is so, so affordable.
Yeah.
But that's only the 4th of our cruises. We've still got 2 more lined up for you. So if you think, oh, which one do I go for? Which one do I go for? Don't forget, we've seen a lot already, but there are 2 amazing cruises. In fact, this next one is a brand new itinerary. So if you are a regular cruiser, if you have been out and about frequently, then this certainly might appeal to you. And it's a great line of celebrity.
Launched in 2010 by round-the-world English yachtswoman Emma Pontin, the multi-award-winning Celebrity Eclipse is one of the most beautiful and well-designed ships I've ever had the pleasure of sailing on. She offers cruisers the very latest in comfort and innovation in a sophisticated and stylish manner. Each one of Eclipse's 12 bars has its own unique feel. You can enjoy the romance of a sail away from the grassy knolls of the Sunset Bar up on the Lawn Club, or try a new wine or two at Cellar Masters. Cocktail lovers will adore the oodles of choice at the very special Mixology Bar, but if you really want my advice, then you must join the fun here at the Martini Ice Bar. Amazing cocktails, tasty caviar and juggling bartenders. There are 10 amazing restaurants to choose from, so as you cruise around the world, so do your taste buds. You can dive into a delicious plate of true rustic Italian cuisine at the Tuscan Grill, devour a plate of filet mignon in the French-themed and Michelin-star quality Muranos. But for something that sums up celebrity in a nutshell, you simply must try cuisine. Cool, contemporary and slightly offbeat, the menu presented on an iPad includes sushi lollipops, lobster escargot, popcorn fish and chips and disco shrimp. Eating has simply never been so much fun. A Celebrity Cruise offers you the chance to stimulate your mind while having fun and even take home a new skill. Daily enrichment opportunities abound with hands-on art classes, Rosetta Stone language courses, engaging public speakers and even the chance to polish your drive or learn Zumba. But best of all is this place, the Lawn Club. Real grass, expansive views, live concerts, lawn bowls, croquet and of course the excellent Hot Glass Show. The plush main theatre on board a Celebrity Eclipse offers cutting-edge shows to rival the West End, Vegas and Broadway, with musical theatre tribute shows and song and dance spectaculars. Why not enjoy some wine and cheese while staring at the stars during an alfresco concert on the lawn, or take in one of the award-winning European circus shows full of magic and mystery. All of Celebrity Eclipse's staterooms offer true modern luxury. The design is smart and fresh and contemporary, and they all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen and complimentary 24-hour room service. From comfortable inside staterooms through to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies and your own private butler.
Yeah, if you like the nicer things in life, this is the line for you.
I know, I've never seen sushi lollipops before. That's quite different, isn't it?
Personally, I wouldn't want to see one. I'm not a sushi fan. I'm not a sushi fan.
No, but you see, the thing is,
amazing.
with 10 restaurants, it doesn't matter, does it? That's the thing. There's something for absolutely everybody on board that ship.
But what's most exciting about this one is the fact that they've got a brand new itinerary.
Yes.
Iceland.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, because Celebrity, who, you know, people are such fans of this cruise line. But you're right, it's not often that they do this kind of itinerary. So should we have a look at it?
Yeah, it's starting from Southampton. So again, as you said earlier, you don't have to worry about the amount of luggage you take.
Oh, I know, which is so good, because then I can take about 28 pairs of shoes, which is great. So yes, this is quite a UK-themed itinerary. So it is unusual for Celebrities. Start in Southampton, and then on day 2, we are sailing into St. Peter's Port. And the nice thing about it is we are talking about 2016, so you could really look forward to this for a long time. Yeah. Get your nice deposit down and have something to look forward to. It's only 150 quid, it's great. So St. Peter's Port we talked about earlier on in Guernsey, really charming, really beautiful. And then on day 3, you're going to sail into Cork, of course, in Ireland.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. And the passengers, you'll disembark directly onto the quayside alongside the Cobb Heritage Centre. So straight away, there's something to go and have a look at. So basically, the whole town of Cobb is really beautiful, renowned for its maritime past, and actually, it was the last port of call for the Titanic. Quite interesting.
Oh.
I know, amazing, quite historic. And now you've got the wildlife park here. You've got a beautiful golf club. You've got a gorgeous countryside. Of course, Ireland's so famous for being green and lush, and of course, you've got the Blarney Castle. And I think you have to go and have a pint of Guinness, don't you?
Absolutely.
I think you probably do have to do that. I think that's traditional. But yes, lots of, depending on what you want to do, you've got historic sites, but you've also got modern department stores. You've got beautiful pedestrianised streets. It's all there to do and see. And then you've got 2 days at sea, which actually you'll be delighted about because you saw the ship, one of the most beautiful ships I've ever seen. Yeah. You know, so you really can enjoy that. And then on day 6, you are sailing into Iceland, into Akureyri. I had to look up the pronunciation of that earlier, but I promise that's how you say it.
I haven't been, so I couldn't help you out on
Akureyri. I think even if I had, I couldn't remember like how to pronounce it. But this is a very small port where you can walk directly from the ship into the town, so no shuttle buses or anything like that required. And again, you're absolutely just well away from all the hurly-burly of life. So you could go up to the Botanic Gardens and have a walk around. You've got lots of beautiful scenery to look at and some nature baths here as well. Iceland, quite quite famous for that, where you go and have like a thermal bath outside. So almost like being in a hot tub, you know, you're really warm and it's all beautifully cold outside. Quite a good experience and very healthy as well. You've got the Whale Centre here as well, you could go and visit. And then on day 7, you are going to sail into Ísafjörður, also in Iceland, very famous for its walking tours. And on that note, please, when you call up on the free phone number as well, please do ask our agents about any excursions.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can organise some fabulous excursions and really, really well priced as well. Day 8, you're going to sail into Reykjavik and you're going to have an overnight on board, which is so lovely because you can explore Europe's northernmost and westernmost capital, which is part Old Norse, sort of Old Viking, part modern. You'll see as well, they eat some funny things here. Puffin.
Yeah, oh, right.
Yeah, a bit of reindeer, so that might not be to your taste. Don't worry, you can eat on the ship. Fill your boots and then go and explore. But it is, of course, the capital city of Iceland as well. And just a lot to do and see.
So we get to stay overnight
here,
but
so
we can go back to the ship anytime we like.
Whenever you like. So you can get off and on, you can go back and have dinner on the ship, you know, completely up to you. And you've got the Blue Lagoon, the national park, lots to see and do here. Day 10, you're back at sea, and then day 11, you are sailing into Belfast, which is beautiful. That's Giant's Causeway, which is well worth a visit. You must go and see that if you get the chance. That's City Hall as well. But, you know, Belfast, a very exciting part of Northern Ireland, a lot to do and see. Again, famous for its gardens, famous for its pubs. You could go and visit Londonderry. Carrickfergus Castle is beautiful as well. And then day 12, you've got another day at sea. And day 13, you're sailing back into Southampton. So this is a really nice cruise to explore a few places a bit closer to home, get to do Iceland and an overnight there as well, and experience this stunning ship. I mean, people who go on Celebrity just rave about it.
My sister's favourite line. She loves it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, very modern, very contemporary, very, very high standards of service and of food. You're going to feel like, you know, like a celebrity, funnily enough, on board this ship. You really, really will. You will have some of the best meals of your life, I'm convinced of it. Beautiful.
The great thing about this is Planet Cruise love to bring you special deals.
Yes.
So you've got the opportunity to enjoy free drinks, or free tips, or free spend. And if you go for it, you can see it's right there for you. So the free classic drinks, free tips, or free spend. That's if you go for an ocean view or above. But if you book the concierge stateroom, you'll get all 3 of those. So can you imagine, you book your cruise and you haven't got to worry about the drinks, you haven't got to worry about spending money, you haven't even got to worry about the tips at the end of it. It's all taken care of for you. Brand new itinerary. This is a maiden itinerary. First time that Celebrity Cruises have taken you up to Iceland to enjoy it. You've got that one night, if you want, at the Mayon Hotel in Marriott in Southampton. £79. Come on, it's brilliant. That just gives you a chance to get there the day before and chill out so you can really feel like a VIP.
Parking alone can cost you that while you're away. You're getting a night in a hotel, very nice, comfortable hotel, and your breakfast the next day, all including that price. And knowing that your car is safe and secure, and you just don't have to think about it till you come back. So that's really worth doing.
Well, let's talk about those drinks package. If you're looking at going, what is the classic drinks package? You can see it all here. It obviously includes all your teas, your coffees, sodas, that's fizzy drinks, assorted juices, waters, non-alcoholic cocktails, sometimes called mocktails and smoothies. But it is also beers, spirits, wines, cocktails, and of course there's a wide selection of alcoholic beverages too. And then you've got 15% discount on all the wines by the bottle that you purchase on board. It's a brilliant opportunity to enjoy that. Just a quick reminder too, I'm being told that the trip that was 2 nights in New York, 2 nights in Miami, and then of course your 7 days around the Caribbean is really, really popular. If you'd like to get your hands on that, please do so. Don't miss out on it. We also had the Princess Cruise to the Fjords. Only a £50 deposit on there if you wanted to get your hands on that as well. Of course, we had that brand new maiden season with P&O as well. And then there was the Thompson Cruises trip, which is, 14 nights for just over £600. So it's a great, great show to be watching, this particular one. Let's have a look at some of the things that are coming up. In fact, before we do that, if anyone is watching, first time I've seen the Planet Cruise show, what can you tell us about Planet Cruise? Why should we book with Planet Cruise?
Okay, so Planet Cruise have been going for over 10 years. They have won a lot of awards. Most recently, we've just won online best travel agency, which is pretty amazing. So everybody who works at Planet Cruise, really, really knowledgeable. We can make bespoke holidays. So if you see something you think, well, hang on, that's flying from London, that's no good for me. I live near Manchester or I live in Scotland. Well, don't worry, we absolutely can book that flight for you and make that happen. If you say, I'd like to add on some days at the end in a city, we'll sort that out for you. So experienced, you can trust us as well, all your holidays protected. I think that's so important. And we will take all the hassle out. I mean, if you ever sat at home and tried to organise a trip abroad with lots of different destinations, it's a nightmare. Whereas we know the hotels, we know the airline, you know where you're going, so we can sort it all out.
Well, so now you know why I should book the cruise. We've got our last, I'm going to call it the pièce de résistance. This is something that takes place in 2016, so it's over a year away. You've got time to save up for this one. But, of course, today you just put a deposit down, OK? A small deposit will take care of this. We are taking you away for almost a month with a great line, my favourite cruise line, Royal Caribbean. Now, we're going to go to Dubai, first of all.
Yeah, there's a lot involved. I'm going to have to take a deep breath almost, because let's start now. We are flying you to Dubai overnight, at which point we will transfer you from the airport to the hotel for a 2-night stay. And that will be a 5-star hotel in Dubai as well. So then you've got a chance just to relax and soak up this incredible place. And we are including as well in the cost, and by the way, all those transfers that I mentioned, all included. We are including a desert safari, because as you can see, there's so much to do and see in Dubai, but if you can get out to the desert as well, you are going to enjoy that so much. Do go and visit the Grand Mosque. Do go and see the tallest tower in the world, the Burj Khalifa, which you can go up if you've got a head for heights. If you've not got vertigo, go and get some pictures up there. But, you know, Dubai is becoming increasingly popular as a travel destination for people. It's got all the kind of glamour, if you like, of places like Las Vegas, but you've got the heat of the desert as well, and just some really incredible man-made creations like this. The Palm Islands, you've got the fronds going out, and you can go down each one of them. So, you know, seeing is believing. You need to get out there for yourself and really enjoy it. And then once you've enjoyed your time in Dubai, we are going to fly you all the way to Brisbane, Australia. And then when you arrive in Brisbane, we're going to transfer you from an airport to a 4-star hotel, and you're going to have 2 nights here as well, which would be really great. You've done a fair bit of flying here, so it's nice to unwind and, you know, get to grips with where you are. And Brisbane is beautiful. It's Queensland's rapidly growing capital city, and there's so many cultural attractions, a beautiful riverfront as well, and proximity to some of Australia's best beaches, because the Gold Coast and Surfers Paradise are only an hour away. The Sunshine Coast is 2 hours to the north, and yeah, so there's lots to do and say, or you might just want to stay in Brisbane. It's got a semi-tropical climate, and as you can see, it's a beautiful city, and you might get to see a koala as well, which, let's face it, would be a really, really good thing.
You're looking at that thing, holy mackerel, I'd love to do it. You know, 27 nights. How much is that going to cost me? Well, it's only a deposit. You know, it could be as little as £300. And we're talking under £93 per person per night. Come on, think of the hotels that you get for that sort of money. This isn't just the hotel. It's your cruise, it's your food, it's your entertainment. It's amazing.
Well, that's right. So that's it. You've had 2 nights in Dubai, then you've flown to Brisbane, you've got 2 nights there, and then at that point we are going to transfer you to the most stunning ship.
Actually, one of the greatest ships in the world. This was legendary in its time, and it really should be. This is Legend of the Seas from Royal Caribbean. Look at this.
And I tell you what, if you've never been on a cruise before and you start on Royal Caribbean, you are starting big. You really, really are. These ships are like, you know, when you stand on them, you can't see from one end to the other. They are absolutely huge and beautiful. I was on the Oasis of the Seas recently, which is really, really similar. And it's just so much to do and see. And, you know, particularly this one is a Vision class ship. So it's known as the ship of light due to the views that you can experience. You can see everywhere's got this sort of glass floor-to-ceiling windows. So it's really stunning. This carries up to 2,074 guests, so she's actually one of the smaller ships. and has a sort of slightly more intimate feel on board, but she's still really huge. And she's still got some of the famous Royal Caribbean features, such as the rock wall.
Oh, yeah.
And these outdoor spa areas, which are just gorgeous. And in February 2013, she had a major $50 million revitalization program. So she's got so many new features and upgrades, and the ship is so desirable. Again, all these wonderful places to eat. You've got the Adventure Ocean onboard children's program as well. So if you are traveling with children and on a big trip like this, you're going to need some help, actually. They'll be perfectly entertained. You can see how spacious the staterooms are. You've got unbelievable food. Too many restaurants to name. Too many. There are just so many. So something for everybody on board. They do the childcare so well on Royal Caribbean.
And it doesn't even end there, does it? You've had 2 nights in Dubai, 2 nights in Brisbane. You've just been on a cruise. And then, of course, you go to Hong Kong as well. It's just a phenomenal opportunity.
Yes.
I think the Barrier Reef is something everyone's...
Absolutely, because we are on the Legend of the Seas for 18 nights cruising. So you start off with a nice, relaxing day at sea, and then you're at Airlie Beach in the Whitsunday Islands, which are just gorgeous. It's obviously where a lot of Australian people would head to for their holiday. Just really inviting peninsula and just secluded beaches. So picturesque. Look at that. It's like a chocolate bar advert, isn't it? And then after that, you are going to sail into Cairns as well, where you really should do a snorkeling trip just to see the amazing array of sea creatures. So Airlie Beach and then to Cairns, which you're going to see in just a second. So it's not far, you can see. And you could go and hug a koala at a tropical zoo or just hang around the beach. You've got a city-built saltwater lagoon as well. And then, after Cairns, you've got a couple of days at sea. And then you are sailing up to Darwin. So it's really nice. It's quite an extensive little tour around Australia. So you can get to see, given that you're going to the other side of the world, I think it's so important to see as much as you can. Darwin's the capital of the Northern Territory. And, just completely different. Again, you'd want to spot a kangaroo, really, wouldn't you? Got to be done. And then day 14 and 15, you are at sea. So again, really lovely just to enjoy all those facilities. And then on day 16, you're going to sail into Bali, into Benoa Port, which is the primary sea gateway to the island paradise that it is. Probably one of the most well-known tropical islands in the world. You've got really lush landscapes and pristine beaches. So you're going to have a wonderful time. And it's really famous as well for its sort of shopping areas. So after that, you've got 3 lovely days at sea to sunbathe on board the ship. And then after that, you're going to sail into Kota Kinabalu, into Malaysia. It's one of my own holiday snaps there, me and the kids. No, that's the orangutan sanctuary. Well worth a visit, actually. I mean, personally, I love seeing all these animals in these kind of situations. It's so exciting. And then day 21, you're going to sail into Puerto Princesa, which is a province in the Philippines. Again, I'm afraid, more pristine beaches and coral reefs and some of the country's best-kept heritage and cultural attractions, actually. Just beautiful. Day 22, you're at sea. Day 23, you're going to sail into Manila in the Philippines, which is the 2nd largest city of the Philippines, huge metropolis, and you've got an amazing skyline here. There it is, as if on cue. Really beautiful, twinkling, glittery skyline. Got another day at sea. This is how much of a good trip is this? But amazing. It hasn't ended yet, because on day 25 you're going to sail into Hong Kong, and here you will disembark that ship. We're going to transfer you to a 4-star hotel where you'll have a 2-night stay in beautiful Hong Kong, where there's so much to do and see. You can get the Victoria Peak and tram. That's a good way to see the city, as is doing a harbour cruise as well, so getting on a smaller boat, shall we say, and really exploring. It's one of the foremost deep water harbours in Asia, Hong Kong, and it's got 3 main districts to explore. You've got like the Temple Street part, where you've got the night market, you've got the Kowloon Peninsula bit, so lots of different areas, and of course we can help you as well with advising you where to sightsee and where to do your trips. But then after your stay in Hong Kong, we'll transfer you to the airport and you will fly Hong Kong to London, but plenty of time you will have had on this beautiful ship as well. You know, something for everybody.
Yeah, this 18 days, this is going to be your hotel. So 2 days in Dubai, 2 days in Brisbane, 2 days in Hong Kong, and of course 18 days aboard the Legend of the Seas. And I say, when this ship came out, it really transformed the world of cruising.
Yeah.
It's new, it's an exclusive deal for Planet Cruise, and then of course you've got return flights, everything's included for you, 2-night stay at 5-star hotel in Dubai, and that also includes that safari.
And if you look at that price, I mean, if you went now onto the online and tried to look at just a flight to Australia, it's a fortune.
Well,
and you're getting all your food for nearly a month, all your meals, you know, that
it works
luxury.
out at less than £93 per person.
Yeah.
Per night. It's such a great opportunity. Come on, think of that. You go to a hotel for £100 a night easily. This is including entertainment, including food. You're really onto a winner. So that's the holiday of a lifetime for many of you. Let's take a moment right now just to recap, because we've shared a lot with you. 6 great deals lined up. The very first one we showed you tonight was Thompson Cruises. Let's have a quick look at this. Phenomenal opportunity for you. Those 10 bookings, first 10 bookings, we're going to get a free teddy bear. But ultimately, you're talking about 7 nights in the Canaries. So you've got your cruise, you've got your stay there as well. Flights out of Gatwick, Luton and Bristol. If you want more information, then talk to the team. That works out at under £45 per person per night, and you're going to get a free upgrade from inside to outside. Then we moved on to P&O. Now, this is the maiden season for the brand new Britannia. Take an opportunity to get on a brand new ship. How amazing would that be? This is Southampton to Southampton, so you can take as much luggage as you want to. A brilliant, brilliant opportunity for you. And depending on the cabin you book, you can get up to £260 of free on-board spending. So there's a brilliant one. Then we've also, oh, don't forget as well, we've got Eric Lanyard, the French patisserie. He's going to be on board as well, so enjoy that. Now, we've got Princess, certainly one of my favourite lines and certainly one of my favourite itineraries. The fjords in summer are amazing. If you want to book that, it's only a £50 deposit today. The other great thing is when you book, you'll get some free on-board spend, and in this case, up to $425, I think it was, $425 of free on-board spend. So really a brilliant, brilliant cruise. Then we've also got the exclusive Carnival cruise trip. This is 2 nights in New York, 2 nights in Miami, and then a 7-day cruise around the Caribbean. And there's another free upgrade. Planet Cruise really, really going out all out for you on this one. Free upgrade from inside